Hello, beautiful souls. Come right into my spirit room. Sit down. Let me read your tarot cards. Today we are going to see who is your future spouse. We are going to see who they are, their personality. We're going to see the major life lessons that they've learned, what they've experienced, and even what they're experiencing now. We're going to see how you guys are going to meet, what is happening in your life and what is happening in their life. Then we're going to get some more details. We're even going to have a look and see what is your relationship going to be like, and maybe even some challenges that you might be faced. And most importantly, we are going to call spirit guides to come into the spirit room, and they will advise us with regards to your future spouse as well. So we are getting out 4 different cards. I'd like to shuffle them because I like the energy to be very fluid. So I'm going to put down 4 cards. They are going to represent your future spouse. So let's see, what will spirit guide show us? You're going to choose one of these cards. I'm going to put some images on there of beautiful wedding rings around. So you're going to choose one. So see, we have got card 1. Okay, and ring 1 will come in. Card 2, card 3, and not last but not least, card 4. Go for whatever is attracting you, even if it's just a feeling that you've got. Sometimes how I do it is that I notice which card I'm actually staring at. There's going to be little rings that I put up here, or which ring is attracting me, or maybe it's a style of ring that I've always liked. Then I go for that energy. So really look at it and see card 1, card 2, card 3, and card 4. And then you can go in the description box and check and see which one of these cards you are going to choose. And we're going to go in and see who that is. So go straight to the description box, go to the timestamps, click on the time, and I will see you in your reading. Card number 1, how are you doing? This is your future spouse, okay? This card represents who they are as a person. I don't know what's going to come up because I just shuffle them as you. We're going to find out together. We're going to see who they are, what major life lessons they have learned, and a lot more detail, whatever spirit guide wants to show us, okay? So let's get started with your reading. Remember, guys, if you want to become a part of this Hedge Tarot community out here, I've gotten to know so many of you guys in the comments, so hit that subscribe button. If the reading resonates, put the thumbs up as well, and comment below. Tell me your experiences, tell me what's going on with you. I love to get to know you guys. Even through personal readings, I've got to know so many of you. Wow, okay, so you've got the Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely, this person will approach you. First of all, that's what I will tell you. They will be the one to approach you. So you're not going to see them and you like them and maybe go speak to them. They will be the one that looks at you first, very nice, and then comes to speak to you. Let's read what it says here. You literally got the Knight of Cups. How wonderful. Card number 1, Knight of Cups. This person is very emotional, they're very romantic, they're enthusiastic about life, but they also got contemplative energy, which says they like to think deeply about things, but they really know how to experience life. They love the experience of life. And I love what it says at the bottom here, falling in love, a wedding proposal. Like, if this is not a sign, then I don't know. The need to balance emotions and an invitation to a social event. So I told you this person is going to contact you. They're going to be the one to speak to you, and they will actually ask you out. Okay, this is very, very nice energy. I like who I'm feeling there. I like the energy of who they are. This is a very romantic person. This is the kind of person who will not forget Valentine's Day. They're not going to forget important dates because they got that contemplative energy, and they're very emotional, and they love special moments, that romantic energy coming in. So this is definitely somebody who takes these like birthdays and anniversaries very seriously. And what I can tell you is that this is the kind of energy that I just actually noticed from here, is that when you hit like that 1 month anniversary, they're actually going to tell you, you know, we've been dating for a month now, and I bought you this to say thank you, or let's go and celebrate it. So that's the kind of energy of who they are. I really actually like that. That's like, I don't know, what most people would love to experience. So yeah, you are. So now I want to see, what are the major events that have taken place in their life? Who are they? What are the experiences that have shaped them? What are the lessons that they have learned in their life? Who are they at a core level? You know, I feel like this person still has love and romance in them. So I don't feel like whatever experiences that they have been through, it has caused them to become pessimistic or not believing in love or closed at all. So I feel like they're quite open to love, and even though they may have been hurt in the past, but they still got that inner belief inside of them that love is there, and they believe in marriage and being with somebody. So let's see, this is very good. Let's see what major life events have taken place. We are only using major arcanas with this person. The Emperor, wow, okay, and the Hermit. So this is interesting. I love the energy. They're a very nice person. I will tell you this, with the Emperor coming in here, we've got 2 zodiac signs coming. We've got Aries and we've got the Hermit, which is Virgo. Okay, I'm actually going to turn the cards around so you can have a look at them. With the Emperor coming in here, this is Archangel Michael's energy. It does tell me that they're not only romantic though, or loving to be with somebody or wanting to be in a loving relationship, but they're also very focused on their life as well. Being the Emperor, you might find this person has gone quite far with regards to their career. They may even be a business owner or self-employed in some way. There's a possibility they can even be something like a consultant, or I keep on picking up the self-employed energy or consultant kind of energy. Somebody who actually knows how to take care of themselves in the world. They may be quite well off in life. I'm just saying. Archangel Michael, it says organization and logic, structure and discipline. That's where that contemplative energy comes in there. And they've got enthusiasm for life. There's something that they're doing with regards to their life that they're very passionate about. So they may even have their own business or have a dream of some sort that they're working on. There's a goal that they're trying to achieve. But I feel like they've already got traction with regards to that. They're not yet trying to figure it out. They're already doing what they're working on. And it does say leadership, so they may even be working for a big company or an organization or something of that sort where they do have a leadership position. But I feel like that leadership position, they always are aiming higher and higher to go higher. With the Hermit energy, this tells me that definitely this person has been single for a while. Okay. Archangel Raziel, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching and self-discovery. So they do have spirituality in them as well. They may be interested in things like meditation or even understanding the deeper meaning about life. So they may read a lot of information about how do we, especially with the Emperor coming up here, they may be reading a lot or watching a lot of information, even on YouTube, about how do I improve my life? What is the deeper meaning of life? How do I have more control over myself? I really feel like this is a person, especially because of the romantic energy coming in here and the emotional energy. This is a person who's like very empathic. So they do look at what they do to other people, which I really like. Card number one, this is very good energy. And with the Hermit here, definitely they've been single for a while. So they may have been in a relationship that was quite a long-term relationship. I'm going to ask, this is my mother's little divination basket. Sometimes I want just a yes or no answer. This is actually her handwriting, her little card. She's no longer with us, but sometimes her energy does come in like this in the reading. Were they ever in a very long-term relationship? Yes, they were. Yes, they were. So they were in a long-term relationship. I will honestly tell you that's actually a good thing, especially because of what I pick up from here. They're going to be quite experienced in life. So you might find they're not in their early 20s. I wouldn't say they're in this age, they're in that older age. And they're not like just out of high school kind of vibe. They've really got experience in life. So they could even be in their late 20s to early 30s, or depending on your age or how you meet them. But I don't feel like it's a very young energy. They're quite experienced. And because of that, if they haven't already had some kind of long-term relationship, that is already a red flag. And I'm glad to see that they actually did have. It means that the relationship did not work out, but this is still a very good thing. thing. So I want to see, what card will I take out here next? Let's have a look and see. Wait. Let's have a look and see when they meet you. What exactly will their first reaction be? What will they be thinking about when they first meet you? What is that first reaction going to be towards you? This is going to be interesting. How are they going to feel? What are they going to be thinking? What are the emotions that will come up in them? What will they be thinking about when they first meet you? So let's see what will come up. I am curious now to see card number 1. What is going to come up with regards to them meeting you, them knowing you? What are they going to be thinking? 10 of water, you're the one. Wow, they're going to be thinking you are the one. They'll know immediately meeting you. When they meet you, this is their first impression. It says a contented and rewarding family life. They will look at you and go, I can marry this person. And I think this is a person that can give me what I'm actually looking for, which is a wedding proposal. Wow. Your emotional and material needs are met. A trustworthy relationship. Oh, this is beautiful. This is very beautiful. They look at you. I feel like it happens almost immediately because this is like first impressions. When they look at you, they immediately go, this is a person that's marriage material. Okay, this is a person that I can share my emotion with because they do have a lot of emotion. But I feel like they're also going to be very practical with regards to the energy of material. And we will be able to build a relationship to get to the point where we actually move in, where we actually get married, even have children here, if that is what you want to have, with the 10 of water. And they trust you immediately. When they meet you, they trust you immediately. They look at you and they just see your energy, your heart and soul, knowing who you are. I feel like this person immediately likes who you are. They trust you, and that's what makes them approach you. I do feel like they will ask you out. They're going to almost immediately, not long after you've been speaking to each other or know each other. I don't feel like they will let you go. So it's almost like if you meet them in a place where you're going to be saying goodbye and never speak to each other again, they will make sure that they get your contact information because they won't want to never meet you again or lose you in some kind of way. So let's have a look and see now with regards to you and them. What will be going on in your life at the time? Why I'm doing this, I want you to have an understanding of when you're getting closer to meet this person. It might even be happening in your life now. And then we're going to see what's happening in their life as well. To see this is the time when you meet each other, they may even tell you, oh, I've been single forever. And you might tell them, oh, I've just come out of a breakup. And that's that sign that it's this person. So let's start off with you and see what will be happening with you. Wow. Okay, you got valiant courage coming up here. Take action with passion. This is very much similar to what I was feeling in the Hermit. Let's get an extra card. Let's get an extra card here and see exactly what is this take valiant courage all about here with regards to you. Let's go a little bit deeper. There's something you're taking a risk on. And I don't feel like it's got to do with love. Okay, I don't feel like it's got to do with love. I feel like it's something in your life. I feel like there's something you want. Remember I told you, I feel like they've got a dream or a passion or a goal that they're working on. You got the same thing going on with you. So you've also got a goal. You might be going, I'm going to go back and study, or you might be going, I want to open a business, or there's something you're working on here. There's a dream that you have that you're trying to create into reality. Let's have a look and see. Whoa, okay. You've also got Hermit card. How is that? This is an interesting reading. You will be single when you meet this person. Your focus here is not going to be a lot on relationships. You guys are really mirroring each other in this energy. You are mirroring each other so much here, because I told you this card is reminding me of the valiant courage with the Emperor being there. It's almost like focusing on something greater than love. And I'm single when I meet you. You're going to be focusing on the same thing. It may even be something similar. You might even be going to somewhere to even work related, something work related, and you meet this person through a work event or through something that you're doing, or a joint venture of some kind that comes through here, changes of position, trying to get into promotion, those kinds of things, looking for another employment, you know, all that. And this is how you actually meet this person. It's your journey, and it's also their journey in life to get to your goal and your dream that makes the two of you find each other. What is going on in their world when you guys are meeting? This is so interesting. Let's have a look and see. They're satisfied in their world. They're trusting the unfolding of what is happening around them. I actually like this energy. They got watching clouds. So they've reached some kind of goal here. When you may meet them, they might have accomplished something quite big. Okay, and they feel very satisfied at this point. I feel like they maybe even be resting or taking a break. You might even meet them and say, I'm working on this project and I see it coming true. And they tell you, yes, I've achieved that kind of goal before. I've done it, and I tell you that, yes, it is doable. And you can actually get this right because I've gotten it right. At this time when you meet them, they may even be taking a bit of a break at that time, or enjoying the rewards that they have gotten from the work that they've put in. So because it says lie back, rest and relax, there's also something that has occurred here that shows me that they've reached some kind of goal. It could have been something quite hard to do, but now that they've reached it, it's almost like I feel like it's got to do with life. It's got to do with like what they're doing for a living. And it's like when they've reached this goal, now they can kind of sit back and see the rewards of what they're doing coming in. So that's a very nice energy. They've reached something. So let's go a little bit deeper in. Okay, card, you want to say, that card just said, hello, it's me. So it is saying, let's have a look and see. Yeah, Hierophant, look at the wisdom. They've definitely learned something. They may even teach you or try to mentor you in some kind of way with regards, because this card is about teaching, the Hierophant. You've got Taurus coming in here as well. They may even come in and say to you, I've actually accomplished what you want to accomplish. I've got something. I understand what you're trying to do, because they're coming in here and telling you, look at my path. Look where I've been. I've reached this goal. And if I can reach this goal, so can you. Take the courage, go for it, and do this energy. And I feel like this is what actually brings the two of you in together. There's something that both of you are very passionate about. It can even be different kinds of things. It can be like somebody, let's just use an example. It can be like somebody is interested in running a business and you're interested in becoming highly educated, but because they've reached the goal that they want to reach, they know that you can get your honors, you can get your masters or whatever it is, because they know they've overcome difficulties and they've reached the goal, and so can you. So there's something here definitely that's got to do with success. And I understand now why the Ten of Cups comes through, because the Ten of Cups indicates success in life with a relationship, but not only that, it also indicates your home and how you live in it, and it is very successful, it is strong, it can grow, it shows that the home is very beautiful, and to have those kind of things, it does require success in life. So that is nice. Sometimes it even indicates the home that you guys will live in is going to be in a very beautiful area, you know, it's very suited well to you. For some of you guys, this may even be in a bit of a rural spot, a bit away from the hustle and bustle of the city, a very safe area, but a very beautiful natural spot that I'm actually seeing there, like nature. I'm just picking up like this house, it's beautiful view here. That's nice. I like that. Maybe there's some water somewhere. That's the kind of vibe I'm picking up on. Oh my goodness. Let me have a look at the relationship now. You got the Ten of Pentacles being there. You got the Eight of Wands. Let me turn the cards. I want to see them, then I'll turn them back for you again. I like to turn the cards so you can see as well. Queen of Voices. Wow. That's the energy of both of you. This is the relationship. You've got a Ten of Cups here, and you've got a Ten of Pentacles there. You see what I was telling you about how both of you have this bigger vision in life. That's what brings you together. Ten of Voices coming in here, and the Devil card. So I will tell you something. There is a reason why both of you have this Hermit energy. There is a reason here. the both of you, you have this hermit energy because you did have the 10 of voices. I'm looking at the actual relationship, and this is what is bringing up the other two tens to come up here. You got this 10 of cups, you got the 10 of pentacles, and then you got the 10 of voices. So I do feel, because both of you are carrying the hermit, this 10 of voices is associated to this hermit energy that both of you are in. Both of you have experienced relationships in the past where these two tens could not come true, where you've had a person that was not caring about you. They didn't care if you, how much you gave them, how much you offered them, how much of yourself you wanted to put into the relationship. And this did hurt the both of you. You guys have now released that energy. I felt like before you were dealing with somebody, both of you, that was a bit out of control. They didn't have the goals and the focus the way that the two of you have. Now, because this is the energy of the two of you, that's how the both of you are. I picked it up from the very beginning already. You got this 10 of swords, the Queen of Swords energy, which is this energy of knowing what you want in life. It's this energy of looking to the future and having this bigger visions, which you can see here in the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of water, or the 10 of cups. And you guys want to achieve these goals in life. You want to live the life that you want to live with each other. It's almost like this perfect existence, but it's different for different ones, for different people, you know, because I kind of pick up some of you wouldn't mind living in this like apartment in Manhattan in the middle of the city, and others wouldn't mind living in the suburbs, and others wouldn't mind even living a bit more rural, having this beautiful like environment where you're in. But all of those scenarios indicate like almost the pinnacle of success that you can get there. Like if it's an apartment in Manhattan, it's the penthouse. You know what I mean? That kind of energy. Suburbs, it's a beautiful home. It's got a pool. It's got everything you need. And I really see the two of you, honestly, from what I'm picking up here, you guys will be very, very successful in life. Because you got the eight of wands, which is literally talking about believing and succeeding. And then you have the devil card that comes up here. With the devil card coming in, that is one of the cards that indicates, sometimes for me, it's known as the card of the millionaire or the card of wealth. Okay, so two people coming together like this with this kind of passion, this kind of drive that the two of you have. Let me tell you, you go very far. And it's literally showing with the two tens coming up here, and very quickly. Very quickly. So let's have a look and see, are there any perhaps challenges that you guys would face in your lives with each other? And if there are, spirit guides will advise us. So let's have a look and see, are there any challenges that the two of you may face? Because you got to know, when you enter into a relationship, you are there to teach each other lessons, to make each other evolve further, and to do, and the way that takes place is literally lessons that get learned. It is situations that unfold where you're going to experience sometimes difficult times, but that's how it is. Let's see if there are any signs of that there. You got another 10 of cups. You got two, I don't know what to say. You got another 10 of cups. Wow. Let's have a look and see what else comes through. The page of emotions. I'm trying to pick up a challenge here. Knight of materials. Okay, I see something. And the Queen of inspiration. So this is what I can tell you. You don't really have that bad challenges. I will tell you that. It's going to take time. What I will tell you, it will take time to get to the next stage every time in your relationship. With the 10 of emotions, I feel like you guys will definitely be living together. Maybe even before you married, depending on your belief system. But it shows that even if you don't live together with each other, families are very involved with each other here. So friends and family get pulled together because of the two of you coming together, which is really nice. That's a melding or joining of two different groups of people. So that also needs a little bit of work that's going to be put in there. There's different people. You got your mother, you got their mother, you know, you got their brother, you got your brothers and sisters, you got your friends, they got their friends. So not everybody's going to want to come together so perfectly like a little puzzle, but I feel like it's always that way. There's always going to be that one auntie, you know what I mean, or that one sister, and I feel like it's normal, but it will not affect the love that you guys have. What I do see here, you guys do have a passion that's separate from each other, that is involving your life goals and dreams. And that is what you guys focus on a lot as well. Even though you come together, you still remain individuals, focusing on each other, on your own goals, which, to be 100% honest, is not a bad thing. But because of that, every stage that you get to, with the Knight of Pentacles being there, yes, it goes. Definitely you will be living with this person. There will be marriage here. There's your Knight of Pentacles. It's like every stage that you go to, it is slow, because you got so many goals, and the way that you value all these tens, because of the lack of stability you did have, both of you, in your past before, you really value things as working out the way you want them to, or being just right. And because of that, if you get to the stage where you go, okay, let's get engaged. Getting engaged will take time. You see, with the Knight of Pentacles here, because everything's got to be just perfect. You see, for both of you, it'll be like, okay, so we're going to throw this engagement party to announce our engagement. We've got a lot of family that's coming in here, friends that are coming in here. We're going to put money for this away. That's how the two of you are going to be. And then he's going to be like, or she's going to be like, or both of you are going to be like, okay, wedding rings, engagement rings. Okay, let's do that now. And that's, everything's got to be almost like in alignment or perfect. So that's quite interesting. But I see you guys. And then again, it'll be the same with the wedding. So there may be time to get to the next level. But basically it would be more like extended family and friends, getting to know each other, and then the difficulties that come with that. But the love that you guys have for each other, it won't become such a big problem. Your focus is a lot on what you guys are each individually doing, which is very good. But what I do like is to see the Knight of Materials, because it shows that that stability is there. Slow moving to each new level, but it's okay. It's like, even if you guys had to get married, and you move in together, and then you kind of come up and say, should we have a baby? You'd be like, okay, wait, let's first buy a house, then we have a baby. You see what I mean? So there's this like slow goals to be reached, because that's the energy that I pick up from both of you. So let's get advice for you out from your spirit guides. Any advice for my beautiful card number ones out there? Let's see what will come up. Six of Earth. There's not advice. There's a very good energy coming. This is 100% how I feel you guys to be. And they're just confirming it. The Six of Earth is Six of Pentacles. Listen to this. Gifts of time, money, and effort. New career opportunities, you see. Receiving a loan or paying off of debts. This card is about balance. There's scales there. And it shows that the two of you, that's how you want to live this life. You want everything always to be balanced. Literally what I was just explaining here has come up in the last card. And it shows that the two of you want to always make sure everything is done in the right way. That we don't do anything that it's not the right time yet, or we do something that we're not prepared to do. So that's why there is this like kind of slower growth with regards to the next level of your connection. But what I like about it, you got both people coming in here wanting to do the right thing, to get to these beautiful tens here. And with this energy, I do see they are coming in here. When they give this much, they expect you to give as much as well. With regards to even financial contributions, with regards to effort getting put in, with regards to how far, what efforts they make, how far they go, the amount of time they spend with you, they want you to spend the same amount of time with them. So this is very, very positive relationship. I do see this marriage coming in. I honestly, this is the first reading I've done, and this is so far my favorite one, because I love the honesty and the genuineness that I'm feeling from this person. And I feel they got there to this point because they've experienced life. They know what it is to be hurt by somebody, and at the end of the day, I feel like they gotten to the point where they would rather be alone than be wasting their time on relationships that hurt them. But I feel like you're in the same energy. You're both serious about life, and you're waiting to meet that right person who's the Six of Earth. That is right there. Thank you guys so much. Check out another reading. I'm going to put a times card up above here. Maybe it'll be the next one that I do that comes out as well. I'll put it there, link it below. Go check out the playlist. There's a lot of pick a card readings, so you can go in there and see which one resonates with you. Otherwise, thank you for coming into my spirit room and hearing me read your tarot cards. And I'm sending you beautiful energies of light and love. Bye. Hello, my beautiful and lovely card number 2. How are you doing? We are going to see in detail who this person is. We're going to see their personality. We're going to check the events that have unfolded in their life. What are the lessons that they've learned? We're going to see at this time when they meet you, what will they think of you immediately when they meet you? What are their energies going to be? Then we're going to look at where you're going to be in your life, where they are going to be in their life when the two of you meet, which will help you to feel even as you go forward. When you start to see that time of your life unfolding, you'll know you're getting closer to meeting them. We're going to see how your relationship is, and as usual, we're going to ask the spirit guides at the end of the reading to give more information and even advice to you, because we will also look at what challenges you guys might face. Let's get real. You're getting into a relationship. There are going to be challenges. There's no other way. Otherwise, you're not in a relationship. So let's have a look and see. Clearing my throat first of all. Who is this person? I don't know. I've never seen under the card. This is the card you chose, card number 2. Queen of Fire. Wow. Okay. This is male or female energy. Okay. First of all, I will tell you this is the Queen of Wands. So this is a very, very charming person. This is a fire energy, very charming person. They could be very good looking. This person is attractive, and it doesn't mean that they may look like a supermodel. The thing is, there's an attraction about who they are. Okay, you will be very attracted to this person. Okay, so they are confident. They're a very warm personality, highly intelligent, and they got this way of carrying themselves. So it says graceful. It doesn't matter how they're dressing or what their look is. It doesn't matter how their body is shaped. They stand out in a room. When they enter, eyes will turn and look at them. Even if they're not dressed the best or they're not the most fit, healthy person around, but there's something about them that make people look at them. They got an aura. Okay, wow. And let's see what it says here. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. And assert your independence in creativity. So this person could be creative in some kind of way. They're also independent, so they might even be self-employed or even have a career where they've got a lot of freedom. So you can think to yourself, a creative energy. They could even be somebody in marketing or somebody like a digital artist or even something like a YouTuber, because sometimes with the Queen of Wands, they could be people that are in the public eye. Okay, so yes, it's Drake. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Could be. I mean, I don't know. Hey, it just came up there. I'm just saying. But with this energy, this is a very outspoken person. They can communicate very, very well. So you can even find people like this can even be found in like sales or being in PR, that kind of thing where they can speak to people very, very well. And they don't mind to step out somewhere and speak to a lot of people. They're not shy at all. They can really handle themselves. They are very well spoken. So I like this energy. I like who they are. Their career, there is something creative about what they do. So it tells me they've got some kind of flexibility with regards to how they do things. If they have a boss of some sort, their boss allows them to kind of do whatever they want to do. So they sort of go, you tell us what you want to do, and they'll come back and say, okay, like think about marketing, like marketing, that kind of thing where somebody can just come back and say, look, this is what I think we should do, and then people will go along with it. This person can even be like even a consultant or something of that manner, where they come and advise other people as well, but they are very independent, and I feel like they're very bold in life. They're very bold in life. They love adventure. There's so much information coming through here. They love adventure. It's not like they don't like to live the good life, because I feel like they do have a good life. I feel like they can afford the life that they want to have. But more than anything, I feel like this kind of energy that I'm picking up on here, this person, if you have to ask them if they want to I don't know why I've got a herb here, but apparently that's a rosemary. Let's put it over there. It's actually good. So with regards to this person, I feel like if you had to ask them, we will give you a Ferrari, okay, that's worth $1 million. I don't know how much Ferraris cost. Okay, I'm in South African, so that will be like, I don't know, a couple of million, depending on what it is. And with this energy, I feel like if they got offered a Ferrari, or they were told they can like travel around the world, they would choose to travel around the world. Okay, because even though they would go, okay, Ferrari would be great, but I feel like they value life experience. I feel like they want to go see the pyramids. They want to go to the Great Wall of China. They want to go off the beaten path even and see things that other people have not seen. I feel like they value life experience more. Not that they wouldn't want the Ferrari. I guess they'd go, I want to have both, you know, but if they had a choice, they would value life experience. That is so interesting. They would value having seen something, having swam in the lake, having deep sea dived. You know, that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on this person. I like it a lot. Very, very different from card number 1. So let's see what experiences and what lessons they've learned in their life. Let's have a look and see. High Priestess. That's what I was telling you. I want to turn the cards around for you. I did feel like this person's got a little bit of a difference about them with the fire energy coming up here. This is the Queen of Wands. She is very spiritual. And here comes this energy of spirituality again. So this could be why they're valuing life over things. Even though I feel like they do value to own what they need to own. They want to have a good life. They want to have a nice home. But they also understand that's not all it is. It's about living this world. It's about experiencing. Let's see what else comes through. And the Star card. And yes, they are. I'm telling you again, guys, you have got Star card coming in. This is Aquarius here. I will tell you again. This person may be doing something in the public eye. To have the Queen of Wands with the Star card coming in, they may even be focusing on like social media, or they may have a social media following of some kind, even if they are in marketing, but they're doing something on social media with regards to marketing, or they could even be well known in their field, or they may even be going, because of the creativity energy, I want to be a well-known artist, or they may even be that, because I feel like there's already success here, to be honest. But their work, the work that they do, it's a bit different than what most people do. That's what I will tell you. It's a bit different. It's unusual. It would be like my job. It would be like, so what do you do for a living? I read tarot cards for a living. And people would be like, really? Is that a thing? Yeah, it's actually a thing. Hey? And it would be like, that's not the usual thing of like, no, I'm a secretary, you know what I mean? I'm a receptionist, or I'm a manager. Oh, okay, something a bit different. That's why the creativity comes in there. We've got this High Priestess. This is Archangel Haniel. These are all male or female energies. Listen to your intuition. This person's an interesting person. Have patience and consider carefully what you want before acting. So with regards to life experience here, they've learned to understand there's an unfolding in life. There's definitely a spirituality to this person. There's something, even if they don't have a specific like religion or a belief system, it's not like they may come up and say, oh, I'm practicing Buddhism, or I do yoga, that kind of thing. They may be, because there is that energy there. But I kind of feel like they're very understanding at the greater unfolding of life. So they may even be saying, you know, I trust how everything is going to unfold. That's why they don't mind going on an adventure in some kind of way. They're always like, I can take that risk. I can go and just go backpacking through Europe and really not have a hotel booked. It's not somebody who does that. They would be like, I know, I'm going to find the perfect place. It's going to all unfold. That's a very bold, very adventurous energy. And with this, there's a deeper spiritual energy lying there, of them feeling like things will always unfold, of them understanding that life is the way it's going to be. So there's a very nice spiritual touch to who they are. There's a deeper understanding that they have. They feel almost like whatever is meant for me will always come to me kind of energy. And then they've got that Star card. What they value the most lies in this card. Okay, they're really relaxed there. I like who they are. Happy times, and make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. So you see what I'm saying here about who they are. They're valuing experience. They're valuing how they feel in this life. If you had to ask them, you want to be in a mansion, but you may not be that happy, but you'll have all the money in the world. Or do you want to maybe live in a more, not such a big fancy place, but you got maybe live in a house on the beach, a small house, smaller house, but you wake up every day and you see that ocean like that, and you can go surfing, and then you can get on the plane and go travel somewhere else in the world and see things and do things. They would choose that over being unhappy anytime. I feel like they really value happiness more than anything else, and the experience that they're having in the world is really coming out very strong like that. This person is a very interesting person. It kind of remind me a little bit of a hippie, but with goals, you know what I mean? Because I also pick up on the fact that they are doing something. They may even wear like crystals around them, or have like mala beads or something of that manner that they like to put on. So there is something very chilled and relaxed about this person. But I don't feel like they just got no goals. I don't feel like they're just sitting back there and going, I'll just sit there on the beach and watch the sunrise. No, there's definitely goals that they want to reach. The reason, there's something creative that they do. So there's something that they like to do. And that's where they get life from that. It's a drive that they have to become successful in their area of life. They may even be doing something spiritual. They may even be focusing on something spiritual. Like I said, this could be somebody with a star card out there in the world. They could be doing something, maybe teaching something spiritual as well. There's definitely all of that energy coming through here. Very creative person. But they love freedom. And you must remember, freedom and independence requires money. You cannot get on a plane unless you have money. You cannot travel the world unless you have money. And they're very much aware of that. Okay, so they know what it does for them. They don't need it. They need it to experience life, which I like. Let's see what comes up in them when they meet you. They want to date you. You see how this person is. They value having experience. And here comes the Three of Cups in. I'm not surprised to see the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is about joy. It's about fun. It's about excitement. It's about celebration. And this is what comes up here when they meet you. And they're pretty impulsive because the way the card just fell. There's a celebration, definitely marriage. It says a wedding, okay, a graduation, and even a birth announcement. So you may have a child with this person, if that's what you want to do. And the need to have more fun. You see what I'm saying about this person wanting to experience life. They may take you on some adventures. It's almost like you might find that they're very well traveled, okay, and because of that, they may even want to take you to places that they've been before and tell you, oh, I know about this waterfall that not a lot of people know about. Come with me, I'm going to show you. And you will go on a lot of adventures with this person. This is a very nice person's energy. I want to reshuffle. This is a very nice person's energy. I like the way that they love to experience life to the fullest. So this is nice. I like it. Let's have a look and see. Where will you be in your life, and where will they be in their life at the time that you meet each other? What will be your path that you're on, and what will be the path that they're on at that time, so that when this starts happening in your world, you know, even when you meet them, you will see what's happening in their world, and then you'll know this is the person that Deborah is talking about. Okay, wondrous universe, how nice is that? Walk in beauty. That's in your energy. Fogged in, go slow, take time. All right, now that's interesting. That's interesting. This is the opposite of what was happening in card number one. Wondrous universe, walk in beauty. You're going to be at your best moment when you meet this person. You're going to be having accomplished some stuff in your life. You're going to be feeling safe. You're going to be feeling kind of like powerful in your life. You're not going to be in a place where something is going wrong. You're not going to be in a place where you feel like you lacked for anything. I feel like you got such a beautiful glowing energy at this time. You looking in the mirror and you going, I like what I see. I like what I see. I'm feeling like I've got this connection to things. I'm feeling like I've accomplished my goals and I know what I can do in my life. So this is coming up very nicely in your energy. You may even have surrounded your life in some kind of way with beauty. You may have, like maybe at that time, you may, sometimes when you see walk in beauty, it means how are you viewing your life at that time? You're like, okay, I want to have a makeover on myself. You know, it's a lot of exterior energy, but it's also got to do with what's happening on the inside. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, when you look at your outside environment, I mean, as much as people don't want to say, it doesn't matter, but if things are chaotic in your outside environment, in your home, there's a chaos inside of you. It represents how you're feeling. And I feel like you're looking at your world, how you are, who you are, how you're feeling, and you want to surround yourself with beauty because you're feeling that energy inside of yourself. You're feeling the beauty of life. This is interesting. They got the fogged in. So there's something at the time when they meet you that they're confused about. There's something they're trying to figure out and they may not know how to fix this problem. And with the wondrous universe being in your energy, you might even be able to advise them with regards to something. So there's something that they're trying to figure out. They don't quite know how to what decision to make, what to do. So they may confide in you and tell you, oh, right now I've got this choice that I need to make with regards to, or a problem that I'm facing, and I don't quite know how it's going to unfold. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen right now. That's the time you're going to meet them. But you're very sure. You're very sure about where you are, what's happening. It's like you don't have that kind of problem that they got. Or even they may become a bit confused at this time. You might meet them and they might go, I don't know if I want to remain doing what I'm doing. I'm not sure if I want to keep on this career path. I might want to change directions here. And they could be transitioning or about to transition and be unsure about it at that time. Wow. Let's see for you. You got the World card. Definitely. You in the World card with the universe right there. You've achieved some major goals and you're still working on major goals. You're very confident at the time that you meet them. Very, very confident. To have the world and the universe, like there's the world, there's the universe, you've achieved a lot in your life. By the time you meet them, you're working on your dreams. You see the accomplishments that are coming in and you know you can even go further. Powerful energy there. Let's see by them. Yeah, they're now looking at their stability here because you got 3 of Pentacles. Another thing as well, what I did kind of pick up on, but I wasn't too sure, but I am now after seeing the 3 of Pentacles. With the 3 of Pentacles coming in here and the fogged in, they may even be wondering at this time that they meet you. When am I going to meet this person? Because the 3 of Pentacles does talk about stability. It does talk about reaching out to somebody, connecting with somebody. It does talk about people supporting each other and being there for each other. And having the fogged in above this, they could either be that they are wanting to see more financial stability. Like I told you, they value experience, but they know to have these life experiences, to feel the joy of life around them, you need money. Okay, and they know that, so they could be working on, even perhaps there could be something that they want to sign, like an employment contract, or they could be thinking of changing direction in their career with regards to wanting to be stronger in life and more stability. And they could be a bit unsure about what to do next. When this comes in here, I feel like, because I cannot deny that it's also associated to marriage, there could be a time where they may even say to themselves, am I ever really going to meet the one? Am I going to get married? You see, so I think they do realize when they meet you that finally here you are. You know, that's what brings up this card of celebration, this card of wedding coming up here and there. You see, very nice. They will definitely woo you with a lot of experiences. They're going to want to take you to restaurants and maybe give you food that you haven't eaten before, places that you haven't been before, wanting you to experience a lot of the things that they've experienced, which I really like, that very adventurous energy of this relationship. There's something here. I've got cats. So let's look at your guys' connection. Got a 5 of materials. Wow, very quick. Knight of Voices, the Emperor. There you go. 7 of Voices. And the 9 of Cups coming through in your reading. Emotion is all what it is about here. I see a lot of events taking place very, very quickly. There is going to be an interesting energy with the Knight of Voices coming in here, especially with the 7 of Voices as well. I kind of see you guys doing a lot of different things with each other. And what I can tell you, what I picked up here as well, you might sometimes even want to be a bit more at home And I feel like this is a transition that they may make with you. They may be a bit restless in their life here, but when they meet you, I feel like there's a thought about more stability coming in. Even though I feel like they do value that stability, sometimes they would, like I told you, they would maybe take money that comes in and go climb a mountain. You know what I mean? But when you come in, they start to think about the stability with the Five of Pentacles. They start to refocus this energy of, with the Emperor coming up here, they start to look at, okay, wait, there's a change happening in my life here. I'm seeing it from both of these cards, because both of these cards show there's doorways here. In both of them there is doorways, okay? So I feel like they start to look at their life and how it has been, especially because I picked up here that there could have been a bit of fogged in energy. So when you come in, they start to look at how things can change for them. There's a door there, there's a door there. You see, when I feel like you make them get serious, you make them see, maybe even revise their how they're looking at this world, revise what they view as being happy. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you can go and travel around the world so much, you can experience so many different things, and eventually you start to feel this emptiness, this need to connect to someone. And I feel like when you meet them, they're at that place. It's almost like now they're ready. They're ready. They don't want to experience these journeys. And yes, this meditation coming up there, so they could be a very spiritual person. They don't just want to experience these events in life anymore alone. Even if they, and maybe they did take someone on an adventure, but where's that person now? They can't find that person to be with them after. And I feel with you, there's a stability coming in here. They start to look at what the Emperor represents, which is building of a kingdom, building of life, becoming very strong in life. And once all they needed really was to find that one person. It's not that they never wanted to settle down, or it's not that they want to carry on globe-trotting or being adventurous. It's just that they're doing what makes them happy. And eventually I feel like they need more. They start to wonder, I need more than just this. And when they meet you, it's the shift and change that they need to actually come in here and have a change in their life. I really like it. So let's have a look and see. This is very nice. You guys have got a beautiful happiness that you're going to have with each other here. Beautiful experience. As even in the relationship, they will value how your relationship is with each other, how you're experiencing each other, the joys that you experience, the times that you have with each other, a lot. Okay, let's see if there are any challenges. Again, you got the Star card coming in. Wow, okay, this is interesting. The Justice card coming in here. Okay, this has got to do with what they do for a living. The Moon card, we've also got Pisces coming in now, and the King of Cups. So challenges would be being very balanced in the energy. We've also got Libra coming up here with the Justice. We've got quite a few zodiac signs. Let me see, we've got Aries here, we've got the Star card, you've got Aquarius twice, Libra, and Pisces. Yeah, there we go. And with this energy coming up here, this person a challenge here can be what they do for a living. With the Star card coming up here, their focus can sometimes go to what they do for a living. This person may be some kind of public figure out there. They may be well known in their field, and they could be getting some kind of recognition for what they do. Sometimes their focus really goes there a lot, and then there may be an unbalance in your guys' connection. What they do may even make them travel, you see. And I feel like there are times that with the Moon card coming up here, there could be times that they're not with you. There could be times that they're like, oh, I have to travel now. I have to go work for the next 28 or next 3 weeks or 2 weeks. I won't be here. With the Moon card, it indicates a cycle. So I have to go there. I've got to go and consult with this company, or I'm going to do a job over there. And that is what's going to sometimes make you feel like you don't spend enough time with each other, or their focus is somewhere else. It is because of the passion and drive that they do have. There's something that they do. There's 2 Star cards here. There is definitely something. They've got a long-term goal that they have, and it does involve them being very busy. But you know what I love about this energy, even though it's showing that that would be a challenge, that's not the worst of challenges that can come up in a connection. There's this, you see, there's the King of Cups. Doesn't matter what this is. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you're not with this person, or sometimes their work pulls them away. Maybe even both of you, to be honest. You might even have times where your focus is on what you're building. And even though that comes in here, you will always pull the balance back together. Because with the cycles coming in, different cycles, you know, you have the full moon, then you got new moon, then you have no moon energy, it's dark moon. So sometimes you might find that the energy of you guys being able to connect is not there, and then you're shifting a bit in your own goals, and then once again the full moon comes and you pull back together. What always pulls you back together is the fact that there is love between the two of you. The King of Cups shows that there is love there. The love that you have for each other pulls you back in together. This is very, very beautiful. I like this. This is a beautiful relationship, I gotta tell you. And your spirit guides made that card just be seen. This is your message from your spirit guides to you. And they're showing the Ace of Air, which is literally what I was just talking about. They're going, you'll always overcome. You will always overcome difficulties you face in this connection. It says brilliant new ideas and inspirations. You see what I'm talking about? The energy of who this person is. They definitely got this inspired, very creative energy. Okay, seeing the truth of a situation, a situation, and a challenging beginning. I feel like when you meet this person, with regards to the challenging beginning, there's going to be something that is bothering them. And you might even help them at that time. So you might be able to give them some advice. And when you meet them, there's some kind of challenge. I do not feel like it's on your side. I feel like it's got to do with this fogged in energy. It's got to do with what I do next. How do I do this next? But this card indicates victory. It indicates success. So even with regards to what is bothering them, I feel like they're going to overcome it, maybe even with the help of you. It's like this is what they need, because right underneath that is the Three of Pentacles. So it shows that success. It even shows the flow of money. It shows getting married, all of those kind of things. And there's the marriage card as well with the Three of Water. And there is the marriage card with the Nine of Emotions. You see, so this card shows that you guys, no matter what you face in this connection, even when there are times that you maybe misconnect with each other, you will always overcome any difficulty you face with this person, because the underlying energy is love. And because of the love, there will always be victory and success with the two of you coming in there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do catch another video. I'll put a timestamp up below here. You can catch another pick a card, or go into the playlist and see what other pick a cards there are. There may be something else that resonates with you. Otherwise, thank you so much. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in my next pick a card reading. I'm sending my love and my light to you guys out there. Bye. Hello, my beautiful, lovely card number 3. Let's have a look and see what lies under this card here. I don't know what it is. I don't ever turn them because I kind of like my readings to be very fluid. This represents the person that you are going to get married to. And we're going to be looking at who they are on a core level. We're going to go really deeper into who they are. So we're going to see what life lessons they've learned. We're going to see the experiences that they've had in their life, what they value. And then we're going to look at what they think of you, or how they're feeling when they meet you. We're also going to see where you are going to be in your life at that time, where they are going to be in their life. And that's going to help you to understand when you get closer to meeting this person, you'll be able to identify what's going on with you. Okay, then we're going to look at the relationship and do see if there's any challenges. And then we're going to ask your beautiful spirit guides at the end of the reading to give the last card out with advice or direction for you. And remember, if you want to become a part of this little community here that I have on YouTube, please do subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button as well if the reading resonates with you. And I love you guys out there so much, because I get to know so many of you through the comments. I've gotten to know so many people, and even through personal readings. And it is so nice to always connect with you guys. So hit that subscribe button. Well, wow. Okay, so your card number 3 is the King of Fire, or the King of Wands. Okay, so let's read what it's talking about. Motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. You got the fire energy coming in here. It says focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision. Be a leader. And advice from someone creative. So this is what I'm going to tell you. This person is very, first of all, it's wands. Okay, so the wands energy, very charming person, can be very good looking. All of the wands energy, you've got to know they attract attention. Okay, even if they're not the most handsome or beautiful woman in the room, they carry themselves in such a way that they do get looked at, you know, by people, even though they may not be the best dressed or, you know, the most thinnest person out there, but, you know, or the most fittest person out there, they do get that attention, you know. So this person definitely is very well spoken. They are very well spoken. They speak in such a way that they can inspire people. They can even be something like a motivational leader, a motivational speaker, or they may even be somebody who leads other people. So they can, you know, this is a kind of energy of like a teacher, a professor, very creative energy. People listen to them when they're speaking. And I feel there is definitely something that they're trying to reach here. Because they've got idea, because it says idealistic, I like that as well. It indicates that with regards to life in general, they really look at, maybe they might even look at certain situations of what things that are happening in the world and sort of see things from a very positive energy place. Because idealistic would literally mean, what are your morals? What are your belief systems? How do you treat other people? You know, if you got that energy of doing the right thing, this is what comes up in this person. They don't like drama. They do not like conflict. They like to look at what is good for the world. And it's so interesting that this is coming up like this. They may even be, they may want to protect something. So I think it's a very interesting person. Wow. I feel like there's something that they like to protect. They may even be looking at, or even working in a field where it is got to do with the environment, or they're very passionate about helping certain people, or being, this is a very interesting person, very interesting person. There is something that that's very passionate about. It can be environmental issues. It can be animals that they love. It can be nature. It can be helping people in some kind of way. Remember, it says motivational. They're very focused on this. They're very good at communicating. They may even be interested in doing something like having an NGO, having some sort of charity to help. This is a person that's got a much bigger vision than just their own life. Okay, they look at the bigger picture of the world in some kind of way. This is a leader. This is a leader. Wow, love it. Let's see, what have they experienced in their life. They've got a passion. You might find that they're passionate about helping animals, or there's something that they do as well where they could even spend their time giving their time to something. Even if it's not their job, you might find they go and spend time helping those less fortunate than themselves, or they go and spend time in you know, helping nature, or cleaning up the beach, or whatever that kind of energy is. You know what I mean? This is nice. I like this. Very, very, whatever they do, their job may involve even speaking, like mine, you know what I mean? That kind of energy where they're speaking all the time. So let's have a look and see. But they get listened to. They got a leadership quality. What has happened to them in their life? The ego, wow, they're very strong. And unity. That is exactly what I was talking about. They have learned. Let me put this back there. One card remained. Why did one card remain? No, we need to take it. Oh, did you see? Wow, I didn't even see that. You got an extra card, so don't tell anyone. The ego comes in here. So with regards to life in general, they're very stable. This is the devil card. This is Capricorn's energy, okay? And it says a false sense of entrapment, and this person is without a doubt doing something. Being overly focused on material things. No, they're doing something. Negative or fear-based thoughts. I feel like this could be what, it's connected to what they're doing. It's connected to their focus. They may even be looking at how the world is unfolding. They may be looking at how things are unbalanced, things are unfair because of the unity coming up next to it, which is the Hierophant energy. They're looking at things with a very wise eye, and they do feel there's an ego that is almost like with Archangel Jobiel's energy. It's almost like people are driven by the ego. They're driven by the need to have more, and they're not really caring about what having the more does to the environment, or having the more does to other people. There is definitely something very passionate about them. They may even be, for instance, working in law, and they are standing up for those who are less unfortunate than other people. They could be a social worker. They could be somebody that really has a very good heart. They totally see the unbalance that life is right now. They very much, this person, morals, very strong morals. I want to read this. I've read the ego one. Let's go to Hierophant, and you'll see why I'm saying this. Archangel Sandalphon, traditional viewpoints and methods. So it doesn't mean that they're very old-fashioned. It means that they've got this moral understanding inside of them about, there should be something happening the way it's supposed to be happening. There is a complete unbalance here. And it does say spiritual organization. So there is a possibility they may even be involved in like a religion or a church or something spiritual here. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Definitely, you see the motivational energy of that speaking. There is definitely something greater going on here with this person. They are definitely looking at beyond themselves. When they look at their life, they don't just look at their life, they look at what is happening in the world. And they kind of go, there's such an unbalance here. And are they working on improving some kind of sector of the world? It can be anything. It can be with regards to people. It can be with regards to animals. It can be with regards to the environment, even work environment. How can we improve the way we are living in this world? This person has got a very deep, a very, very intelligent person. Very intelligent and ambitious here as well. Comes up in the Magician card. With the Magician energy, it says Archangel Raziel. It says you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest. Okay? Life is magical. This person is very intelligent, very driven. That's why it says focus, focus, focus. Here it is. They are definitely, it can even be their life purpose, that they're coming here to save something. They're coming here to do something important. And I wonder, you, the person that I'm reading for, do you have the very similar feelings? Are you like perhaps, maybe you're very much advocating for the fair treatment to animals, and you have that same kind of thing. There's something that you may even be aligning with here with regards to them. It's almost like you might be very passionate about your religious beliefs or your spiritual beliefs, and what you also you may even be noticing the unbalance in the world as well. This is very, very interesting. This person is the kind of energy they give it off to me. They're doing something beyond just about their own world. So I pick up on these energies. I know this is much, it's bigger. It's this, I'm choosing kind of like people that have got like this, ow, my fingernail. I'm choosing people that are very big in life, like people like Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, even Nelson Mandela, those kinds of energies of really focusing out of myself about the bigger picture. But I want you to understand how they are and what they're doing in life. So it's not a selfish energy coming from them at all. They're looking at something and they want to achieve a goal there. They may even be involved in politics of some kind of sort. But I feel, honestly, if they're involved in politics, it's because they feel an injustice with regards to things that are already taking place. And it's almost like they're trying to fix something. They don't like what is happening. That kind of energy. I like them. There's definitely a spirituality about them as well, or they wouldn't be having this drive to do this. Let's see now. Let them look at you. Let's look at love. Wow. Oh, goodness me. When they meet you, what's their first reaction? What are they thinking? 3 of Water, well, they want to date you. There's a joy when they meet you. They do know immediately, I want to get to know you. They may even ask you out immediately. Would you like to go for coffee? That kind of thing. They definitely let you know that they are interested immediately. and they're feeling happy when they meet you, because it says a celebration, and it does say a wedding. Okay, it does say a wedding, a graduation, and a birth announcement. So if you're wondering if I'm going to get married, am I going to have children, this would be a yes. Okay, and it says the need to have more fun. Maybe you coming in their world allows them to take a bit of a breather from this energy. Their focus is very focused on something here that they look at, and there's a mission that they've got, you know, that they're trying to accomplish something. They're trying to leave the world a better place than what they entered it in. You know what I mean? But maybe you coming into their world here will actually allow them also to look at parts of their own life and look at how they're feeling and their emotional life and who they are. How are you, basically? You might even come in towards them and be that way towards them, and, you know, listen to them and say, okay, so you're saving the world right now, and you will be like, and then how are you? How are you feeling? And sometimes they may even overlook that in themselves, or people don't even ask them those kinds of questions, and they will feel like, oh, I'm okay. And you go like, you know, let's go sit on the beach a little bit and just, you know, look at the ocean. And they're like, okay, let's go do that. And you might actually ground them in that way and bring them more into themselves, because I feel like they're so out there. The relationship, and I'm just coming from this one card, I feel like the relationship, you help to pull them back into their body in some kind of way. This is so beautiful. My emotions are getting affected in this reading. Wow. Let's have a look what's going on in your world and in their world when you meet. The reason why I'm showing this, I want you to understand when you are coming closer to meeting this person, and when you meet them, they will tell you like, oh, this is what's happening with me, so that you know this is the person. Okay. In your world, you're going to be very stable at this time. It says grounding, go deep, explore your roots. You've experienced some things here. The reason why your roots have gotten so deep, you've had a lot of things you've had to overcome. A lot of storms have gone through your world. So even if in this time that you got this reading, there's one thing happening after the next, like one storm coming after the next. When you meet this person, the storms will have subsided at that time, and you're feeling very stable. You're feeling very grounded. I don't feel like at the time of you meeting them, there is almost like a lot of events taking place. It's a very kind of steady time, very steady. And you're in a calm place when you meet them. You're in a place where you could even be learning a lot more about yourself, understanding who you are as a human being, getting to know and understand even possibly your culture and your roots, where you come from. Learning a lot, because this person's actually sitting there reading. So you may be reading some books, you may be doing some research about life, about stability, who you are. I feel like you've been on a journey here though, but you've literally come out stronger than what you've ever been. I feel like you're stronger than what you've ever been in your life. Let's have a look and go a little bit deeper here. You also have a spirit guide at this time. There's a little bird in the tree sitting up there. I actually haven't noticed that before. I've had to look at this card so many times. And you might even be trying to understand a little bit more about spirituality, trying to understand who's my spirit guide, what is going on with me, am I being guided, understanding maybe even about a passed on loved one, trying to understand maybe what happened to them when they passed on, that kind of energy. So there's definitely something spiritual going on here as well. Yep, there's your King of Inspiration. Look at the two of you. You got matching energies. Look at that. That is the King of Inspiration, and this is the King of Inspiration. And what did I tell you earlier on? I felt like, what is it you're passionate about? What do you look at in the world and you feel something? It's like you're vegan, you know, and you're like, you know, we need to stop doing this to the animals. You know, we have to stop hurting nature this way. We have to start looking at the bigger pictures as well. There's definitely an alignment that the two of you have. It's like you almost resonate with each other with regards to what is happening out there in the world, you know. So that's what brings you together. On their side, a view from above, get the big picture. As I told you, this person looks at the world out there. Just look at that. That's what they do. They literally in a balloon up there looking at the whole world. And they always focusing on what is happening out there. They're looking at the situations that are unfolding in the world. They're looking at what they can see as being, this is so unfair. The situations that are unfolding here, what are we going to do? How are we going to fix what is happening with regards to unemployment, or with regards to unfair treatment by, towards women or children, maybe women and child abuse, or they're looking at what's happening in nature. This is where they always are. So when you meet them, they're still very passionately engaged in that. It can even be what makes you guys have this conversation, what brings you together. You might even find this person. So for instance, if you're interested in helping animals, you would maybe go and volunteer somewhere at maybe a rehabilitation center for animals, and you might find this person there, you see. Or maybe you're worried about the homeless, and you say, let me go and join this organization and go to help out give my time to go and, cook meals for the homeless. And you find out they may even be running that organization. You see what I mean? So there's something there interesting. Let's see. And this is your person. This is your person. No, you meet immediately and there's a connection. There is definitely a connection. You guys meet immediately and there's a connection. It came up a little bit like this for me. So it shows me that, even meeting you, they get the bigger picture immediately. They get the bigger picture. I think you add some new element into their world. It's almost like when they meet you, there's something new that they see now, and their world just got a little bit bigger from meeting you. So let's go in there. Yeah, no, immediately the Lovers card. Gemini is coming up here as well. We've got Capricorn, we've got Taurus, Gemini. Yes, there we go. So let's have a look and see. What is this connection going to be like? Or what is going on between the two of you? What is going to be the energy of the actual relationship now? Let's have a look and see the energy of the relationship. Temperance coming in. I'm not surprised. Sagittarius. Two of Cups with a Lovers card. Card number 3. My goodness. Okay. The Emperor. Do you know in every one of the 3 readings I've got the Emperor? It's representing something. 8 of Swords coming in here, and the Queen of Inspiration. This is their energy. You're divine counterparts to each other. You are divine counterparts to each other. The King and Queen of Inspiration, which is the King and Queen of Fire, the King and Queen of Wands. And to see the Lovers with the Two of Cups, you are divine counterparts. This can be divine feminine, divine masculine energy. You might even be twin flames, because look at the fire in those cards. You see what I'm saying? You guys will have a very interesting relationship with each other. I got this feeling from the cards that I'm picking up here, especially the 8 of Swords that I saw. I feel maybe both of you or one of you had this feeling that you may never find love. Especially because the 8 of Swords shows that with the relationship's energy coming in here, there's a feeling that you may never find love. There's a feeling either you or them, or even both of you coming in. You might have felt like there's something wrong with you, or they might have felt like there's something wrong with me. Why can't I find this love? And remember when it came up kind of in that reverse position, showing me that they're just focusing on something greater because they don't believe maybe that they'll ever find love. Especially with the 8 of Swords coming up here, indicating I might have a block here. What's wrong with me with regards to this? They may have even given up, or even you give up. Do not give up. Here's your 2 of Cups coming in with the Lovers card. My goodness. Divine counterpart energies. This was in the reverse position, showing that is no block. It was just always about you guys meeting each other. With the Temperance coming in here, this is going to be a very balanced relationship. You guys will, as you move forward in this connection, always take it very slow. I feel like both of you are cautious because of the fears that you've had in the past about maybe never finding love. And with the Temperance coming in here, I feel like the past that you both have experienced before meeting each other, that is not repeating again, not in this connection. And with the Emperor, I'm telling you, I've literally got the Emperor in every one of these readings. I feel that all of the connections we're looking at, you guys are very stable with each other, especially in all of them, to be honest. And I feel you guys are very stable. The Emperor indicates the strength of the connection is laying right in the center of this card. It goes all that way. It goes really far with each other. I like the vibe. I really, really like this energy. This is very nice energy coming in here. Let me have a look and see what is going on. What could be any challenges that you guys face? With this Queen of Inspiration, I feel like, honestly, this person, you're meant to meet this person. This has always been your person, you know, and you're going to marry this person without a doubt coming out. Without a doubt, no. Your life will also be very stable, very strong. Like it a lot. So let's see what else comes up. Any challenges, spirit guides? The World card. Throughout this whole reading, I've been telling you that this person is doing something. They look at the world with a view above. And the challenge can be that sometimes events that do take place in the world, or the passion that they have, what they're trying to create here, it can literally sometimes cause a bit of maybe even depression in their energy, with the Queen of Wands being there, even with this energy that I'm picking up on here. Almost sometimes like they feel so... they get pulled down, like maybe I cannot achieve this goal. How am I going to help? How am I going to manage to help everybody? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. There's fear attached to something with regards to the world. That can be a bit of a challenge. Let's see what else comes in there. And again, the Three of Cups comes in, but you help them. Yeah. You help them. You help them to see it's not just about the world. You help them to see it's not just about the view from above. It's also about you. I feel like you keep pulling them back into themselves. It's like you save them. And maybe in some kind of way they're saving you as well. Star card coming in with the Hierophant again. You got the Hierophant there, and now you've got the Star card. Definitely very wise energy coming through here. A lot of major arcanas in your reading. And this tells me that you guys, I think you're always meant to meet each other. You're always meant to help each other. You're going to be able to reach goals here, with the Star card coming in, and reach the goals that you want to reach. But you're always going to manage to keep the fun and the love and the connection going with the Three of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Cups again, and the Lovers being here. With the Hierophant energy, I really feel like it's got to do almost with both of you, how you're viewing the world, how you see the lessons in life. Remember, we're talking about motivational here. The Hierophant is a very motivational energy as well. It's talking about the wisdom that you gain and the understanding that you have about life. Even does indicate spirituality as well. It indicates also sometimes religious beliefs of some sort, which comes up here in the Hierophant again. So it can indicate even maybe they're involved in their religion or their church. There's something very passionate that they do. They're definitely giving back in some kind of way. With the Star card here, you guys are going to be able to overcome the fear that you may have that you can't reach certain goals. It's almost like, I want to be able to reach this goal. I don't know if it can happen. And with the Wisdom coming up here twice, and remember, we've still got the Magician here. It indicates, even though you may sometimes have the fear of, will we ever be able to reach these goals? Will we ever be able to reach our own personal goals? Will we be able to reach the goals of the greater world energy? And I pick up that it's more a fear or a doubt with the Star card in the reverse position. You guys are very, very good for each other. There's something that you're doing with each other that's healing to each other. It's like you're just the right medicine for each other's souls. That is so beautiful. Let's see what Spirit Guides, what advice they want to give you with regards to this person. Okay, let's see what that is. The Eight of Fire. This is coming very quickly. Oh, this is coming very quickly. They're letting you know this person is very, very close. My heart, guys. Events moving at a very fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. Eight of Fire. This person is coming into your life very quickly. You may even meet them at the time you got this reading, because it's a timeless reading. The year that you get this reading, I feel like it's the year you're going to meet them. If you're right at the end of the year, it will be in the beginning of the new year. This is a person that's coming in very quickly into your life. The waiting that you have for meeting them, and almost like the waiting, even the doubt that they have that they might meet you, is going to be over very quickly. The time that you meet this person, a lot of events are going to take place very quickly. So where things might have been very quiet for you for a while, meeting this person is like, I got to go there, I'm doing this, I got an appointment Monday, I got an appointment on Tuesday, then I'm catching a plane on Wednesday. At that time of busyness for both of you, it's when you meet. It is when you meet. This is so beautiful. Check out another video if you want to. There's a lot of videos. I'm going to put one up here. Go check out the playlist. There's a lot of different pick a card readings that I have in there. Check the one that resonates with you and go see more information, perhaps even about this person. Or about your life as well, whatever resonates. Otherwise, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, so we can become a part of the little community that we have here. I love getting to know you guys out there. Otherwise, I'm sending my love and light. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hello, my beautiful card number 4s. How are you doing today? Thank you for coming into the reading. Sit down and let me find out who is your future spouse. Let me read these cards for you. We're going to get so much information out here with regards to their personality, how they view the world, what has been happening with them, the experiences that they have, possibly even what kind of work or what kind of sector of in the workforce, where are they associated, what kind of world are they in. We're also going to see from the cards, because I've broken this deck up into so many different pieces so I can get information directly out with regards to when you guys meet each other. What will their first reaction be to meeting you? What will their emotions be? How are they going to behave? That kind of thing. Then we're going to come on this side and we're going to look where you're going to be in your life at the time of meeting, where they're going to be in their life. And this is even going to help you to, when you even meet this person, when you speak with them, to remember what I told you. Maybe they're going to be dealing with something specific and you'll be dealing with something else, or they will be in a certain place in your life, and then you'll see how it matches up. We're also going to look at the relationship, how it's going to be, any challenges as well, and get advice from your spirit guide at the end of the reading. So if you guys want to get more content by me, remember to subscribe and even hit that thumbs up button. We have an amazing community here on YouTube. You can even go over to my TikTok channel as well. There's a link below in the description box where I do live readings there for free nearly every single day. Okay, so go and subscribe. You'll know when it comes in as well. Go follow over there. Let's get in here. Let's see what's going on with you. Who is this person? You've got King of Air. You're the only one out of the 4 cards that has got a Swords energy. Okay, so let's see. This is actually like, wow. Okay, this person. King of Air, remember, it can be male or female energy. Let's have a look and see. It says brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. This is a very, very intelligent person. Okay, this says speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. From what I'm feeling from this card here, this person has a very, they're very busy. With regards to career, they're in a very corporate environment. They're in a very professional environment. This is not somebody who owns a little coffee shop on the side of the road. No, this person most probably wears a suit and tie kind of vibe, or professional kind of outfit. They're definitely highly educated. There's no other way. King of Swords is a highly, and Queen of Swords as well, very highly educated. You might find beyond what most people have done. They may have more than 1 degree. They know what they're doing, so their skills are highly sought after. These are the kind of people that you come in, you find that they are accountants, lawyers, doctors, that kind of feeling. But for me, I'm even leaning away from like the doctor or the medical field. I really feel like this is like banking, corporate, that kind of feeling. This is a very strong person. They will go very far because they're very driven. Nobody has to come behind them and push them to do anything. They do what is necessary. This is a very, very strong person. They're not the funniest person in the room. Okay, so they're not the life of the party. They can be quite reserved at times. They can be quite serious, but they've got a brilliant mind. Very, very intelligent. They're a definite problem solver. So this person, whenever they face problems in life, this is the go-to person. I can understand with regards to their work, they get contacted a lot for solving of problems. They may even be doing something like that with whatever they're doing. They are the one in the family that people will call, and they will come in there like the knight, or that they are the king that they are, and literally have ideas on how to solve any problem. When something goes wrong, this is the person you call, and they're very loyal to those who are loyal to them. I like this. That's very good. I like the way that they may wear glasses, or they may even have problems with their eyes. Even if they don't wear glasses, they might find that they're wearing contact lenses. So this is actually very, very interesting energy. So let us have a look and see here with regards to this person. What are some of the experiences that they've had in their life? Okay, that card just slipped there. What are the lessons that they've learned in their life? What are their values? What are their experiences? Let's have a look and see here. Yeah. Wow, this is everything I just described this person as being. The Emperor comes in here. Is a very driven person. They are, without a doubt in life, their standing is very high. So even if they haven't yet reached that place of being CEO, you know what I mean? I feel like it's coming. They're the person who's going to be in charge in their life because of the kind of skills and knowledge that they carry. They like to learn new things. They're a very good leader. This is a very strong person. Card number 4. Who is this? Oh my goodness. Let's read here. The Emperor, which is also Aries. Archangel Michael. Okay, that just says it all. Lucy, I knew this person is working in a place that's like corporate, because it says here organization and logic, structure and discipline and leadership. Everything that I felt from this King of Air has just been confirmed with the Emperor. This is the person I just described. Okay, wow. The Chariot card comes out here, which is also Cancer's energy. You got Aries here. They've achieved some major things in their life. With the Chariot card, their journey, I will tell you what I'm picking up on this person. They were not born in a place of power. They were born from a normal family. I wouldn't say they were born into like poverty or anything like that. They were born in the normal family. But the way that they've changed who they are, the way that they've overcome so many things, it's almost like they may have even had a bursary to study because their academic work was so high. They were helped with a bursary. I feel like perhaps their parents were capable, but there was difficulties there, and they knew about it, and they made sure that they pushed to the point where they could get even things paid for them, get help from some kind of way because of how brilliant they are. It literally says an important achievement: self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. This person is going to go very far in life, very far. When you meet them, I feel like you will already see what they've achieved. This is so interesting. And you know, you have to be somebody, I feel you're somebody that impresses them. You're somebody that impresses them. There's something about you. I'm just picking this up. There's something about you, the way that you are. It's either there's two things. There's either that you are completely the same as them or completely the opposite to them. In which way I'm saying, it's either that you are standing at the same Emperor energy, the King of Air energy that they are, having done so much, having got these major goals in life, maybe also looking at your career in a very strong way, looking at how you live your life, and they're impressed by that. Or they could be impressed by totally the opposite energy in you. You might be a very gentle person. You might have a total different focus. They could be in the corporate world, living in this suit and tie kind of environment, and you are growing sunflowers, you know what I'm saying? You're an artist, you know, you're different than them completely. And you might have a very different viewpoint on life. They could be really focused on working and studying and education, and you could be focused on creativity. You could be focused on animals. You could be focused on something very different than them. And that is actually what attracts them to you as well. The difference that you are, because you're bringing something into their world that they don't have. Okay, I like this. I like this. This is a beautiful romantic energy that I'm picking up on here. Let's see with them, when they meet you, what is the first emotions that they will feel? What is going to happen with them when they meet you? What are their thoughts going to be? Let's see what will come up. I am so curious. I'm curious. Let's see. They will know. Oh, every one of the cards that has come out here, this is only the Cups energy. I wanted to see the emotions, has been something like this. Two of Cups comes up in your reading. You're perfect for them in some kind of way. I still feel, I got that really strong feeling that you're actually very different from them, but there's still a possibility for some of you that you're actually very the same. But for a lot of you guys out there, you're very different. And it's the difference that makes you guys just come together. It's like you could be a very spiritual person and you find out they're very practical, you know what I mean? So this is a relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness and a positive resolution to conflict. So this person in you, you got the Two of Cups. It's beautiful energy. It's soulmate energy. It's who the two of you are with each other. From the very beginning, there's something special. From the very moment they meet you, there's just something special about the two of you. I honestly feel, I sometimes hear spirit guides saying things, and I just heard them say, everyone will notice. Even I feel like you're going to meet this person, there will be other people around when you meet them. I don't feel like you're meeting them in a work situation. I feel like you're meeting them possibly through friends or family, or even just an unexpected meeting. But wherever this is, there is other people that know them, and there's people that know you, and there's other people that both of you don't know. So this is some kind of people gathering or of some sort. You get introduced to this person by somebody you know, or even somebody that you don't know, because I feel like there's a lot of people here, and immediately there's almost this how can I put this, there's this energy, between you and them. There's this something, and almost everybody around you picks it up, and they're looking and they're like, oh, okay, what's going on here? There's an immediate connection between you. It's so obvious that everybody sees it. Oh, card number 4. Oh my goodness me. Thank you, Spirit Guide, for showing so much of that detail to me. It's actually, I am so excited for card number 4. Let me see what's going on in your world. Success, something beautiful. Got Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. There's something very positive happening in your world when you meet this person. In their world, they're very happy and they're ready for love at this time. You guys are definitely not meeting at work. You're not meeting through work at all. You're meeting through some kind of event that is taking place, a gathering of people. There's something that's happening here that's happiness. That's happiness here. At this time in your life that you meet them, you are doing very well. You're doing very well in your life. Finances is amazing. You've had some kind of growth in your life. You're stable. You're enjoying success that you've experienced, okay? And then with them coming in here, where you are meeting, they are, first of all, this person is ready to find love. They are ready to find love. They are ready to find that special person because their heart is open for anything. And this event, this place that you're going, I feel like it could be somewhere that you're going and you're meeting different people, and this is how you meet this person. So honestly, any event that takes place, if you guys decide to go on holiday somewhere and you're like, let's go on holiday, let's go somewhere with my family, with my friends, really go to different, especially when it's a group event that's taking place. If it's someone's birthday, if there is a wedding that you get invited to, I did get quite a strong energy of a wedding coming through there. You might even meet this person at a wedding. wow, you know what I mean? So let's get a little bit more info about this times of your life here. So we have to go a little bit deeper. Like, that's not a really quite deep, but let's see. Yeah, Ace of Cups, you're definitely going to meet them at this kind of event. Because, you know, I've really given so much information, and they're showing, yes, the Ace of Cups is at this moment. It is at this moment that you meeting this person. I'm so curious. Yes, Two of Wands. Oh, this is beautiful. You have a Two of Wands and a Two of Cups here. Yeah. This is a very beautiful energy. This person's ready to meet the love of their life. Because the Two of Wands also means be ready to receive. Open yourself up to receive, and it's literally saying open your heart to joy. At this point in time, I feel like whenever they go out there, I even feel like they tell their family members, maybe they may even tell friends and family, I'm really looking to settle down now. I am really looking for that somebody special. This could even be some kind of setup that takes place here. It could be somebody that they know, that somehow knows you, and they like, you know what, let's invite these two people to something. Let's bring them together. And I feel like there's somehow a meeting that takes place here. I know somebody that knows somebody that knows you. Somehow or the other, I feel like this person is looking for love. And with the Gates of Triumph, there's definitely something that you're going to hear. I'm even looking at how... I keep looking back at this. I have to show you. Do you see on this card here? There's like this. I don't know what you call it in your country, but we would call it like wrought iron doors. So it's almost like this kind of thing, like this doors where it's like my front door nearly looks like this. So I've got a gate that looks like that, and it's like this decoration of this door. It's almost very like a fancy restaurant or something of that, like a venue of some kind of sort. And it's got this entrance where you walk in that's got this iron like decoration, you know, like sort of this energy here. And I feel like this is almost the place where you're going to be meeting them. It may be outside, maybe inside, or both kind of energies coming up here. Let's see your guys' relationship. All these cards just want to go for you. Pentacles coming in, the Queen of Pentacles, that is very nice. This is a very nice energy, I have to tell you. Very nice. Let me see what else comes through with regards to this connection. You got a King and Queen coming up here. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So you got Queen of Materials and Muse of Inspiration in the Muse Tarot. Let's see what else comes up here. And the Lovers. Do you know? I don't even know, hey? This is the second time in this batch of readings that the Two of Cups and the Lovers card has come out in somebody's reading. I think it was number 2 had this as well. You should go look at it. Maybe it's going to be them like describing you. You see what I'm saying? So with the Lovers card coming in here, definitely you're meeting this person. You're very well matched, although you could be very different from each other. You see, there's this creative energy, and there's this energy of the Pentacles, of that stability, that very grounded earth energy that I was feeling, that very like practical energy. And there's the very creative kind of energy. You got the Eight of Wands that's coming quicker than what you think. Very quick. Very, very quick, because you've got Eight of Inspiration, which is Eight of Wands. This is about speed that is coming in. It's about what you're thinking about in the future. It's about dreams coming true, and it's about success. Then you have this Knight of Voices coming in here. Wow. The Knight of Voices is another card of very quick energy. And I feel this person kind of just swoops into your life, you know. They just kind of show up there out of the blue. And it's just like this moment where your guy's life is just going to change. There's no games being played here. That's what I can pick up. I like that a lot. It's just like you fall in love with this person, in that there's that energy of the two of you are very attracted to each other, and you're going to like each other immediately. And I'm going back to that feeling of when you meet them, it's like everything's just changed after that. It's just changed after that. It's just not, you're not single. There's this person in your world from now on, and there's a very beautiful energy. It's like your lives just get changed by meeting each other. This is beautiful. Card number 4. Let's see if there are any challenges at all that you guys might face in this connection, because let's get real. Okay, life sometimes shows every connection that there is out there on this planet. Friends, relationships with parents, siblings, there are always challenges. So let's see what is going on with you here. Temperance coming up here. We got Sagittarius coming in here. We got Gemini coming up with the Lovers card. Let's see what else comes in. You got Leo coming in here. Oh, okay, I see. Honestly, I feel like you guys are very different though, hey? I can't lie. So I feel like you guys are very different here. And something interesting comes in here because you've got a 5 of emotions that comes up. So one of the challenges here that you guys may face with each other is experiences that you've had from the past. This Justice card coming up shows me past events. It's talking about the karmic situations that have been, because justice would, you know, whenever you go through a court situation, you're getting to a place where there can be a before and after, because there's always a court ruling that takes place when you go to court. There's either going to be a positive ruling or a negative ruling going in your favor or not in your favor. But after that ruling, that is over, and you keep moving on in life no matter what the outcome was. So I do see some of the challenges that you guys can have going into this connection is what has come before you met each other. There has been people coming in here intentionally hurting both you and them, and that has left heartbreak and pain and feeling alone and wondering, why is this happening to me? Why do people come in and do this? But you have to know, from what I'm seeing of the cards laying out here, is that they are saying don't allow any past experiences that you've had to kind of mar this relationship as you're going forward here, because you've got beautiful cards coming up here. 2 major arcana. You even got another major arcana here. Do not allow fear of what has occurred from past injustices in both of your lives to affect you as you guys are literally going forward in this connection. With justice being here, it shows that there has been ending of these negative cycles. Then you've got your temperance with your strength card, because let me tell you something, with temperance coming in here, it kind of reminds me again of the justice card and the ending of certain things, ending of negative karmic cycles. The temperance energy shows that you will not repeat those kinds of things again, because temperance is a card of being careful. It's a card of being always very carefully moving forward, even sometimes a bit slow. After you meet each other, this relationship will grow a steady way. I feel like Spirit Guide is even saying, as you move forward with this person and as they move forward with you, you guys must always be very aware of how you're treating each other, making sure that we don't repeat any mistakes that happened from the past. Also making sure we don't bring up any emotions of fear for them, of things that have happened in the past, and let them come into this connection, because this is not the same person as other people. This event unfolding is not the same event as past events, because you got the strength card coming in here. And with that strength card coming in, that is actually very beautiful, because it shows that you guys are strong, and both of you are definitely strong. It shows that both of you can actually get to this place and get to this point where this relationship just keeps on getting stronger and stronger as you are moving forward. Both of you are very strong. Both of you are very strong. This relationship will stand the test of time. Why I'm saying that is because in the background there's the pyramid there. And how long are those pyramids standing? They stood way 5,000 years. That is a long time. So this relationship has got longevity attached to it. Okay, so that's why they're asking you not to have this fear here. And with the temperance energy coming in, you guys will always be careful with each other. You'll be careful when you're dealing with each other. If something goes wrong, you're going to handle it in the right way. So let's see, let's get that last bit of advice out from your spirit guides. Let's see what they will show you here, what will come through with this card. Let's see. And you've got 6 of air. It is literally what they're showing us here. Very nice. 6 of air, which is the 6 of swords energy. Things are looking up. The end of difficult situations. This is what I told you. And taking a trip. You see, this is advice from the spirit guides. So whatever events have taken place here in the past, this is definitely something that you are now ending. The difficult situations which comes up with these 2 cards here, this is now in your past. And the 6 of swords indicates that you are now moving into a new stage. You are being sort of moved from the situations you've experienced to be with somebody completely new and somebody different. This is very nice. and the ending of difficult situations. And what I'm finding so interesting here is the taking a trip. There is something about how you're going to meet this person. It involves you going somewhere, or going like to a party, or maybe even going on holiday somewhere, being invited somewhere, going to a place where there's a gathering or like of a lot of other people around. I mean, I even just felt like, imagine you and your friends decide to go on a cruise somewhere, and you happen to meet this person on a cruise where there's a lot of other people and even strangers around. You know, that kind of event. There's a wedding that you're going to go on a trip for. You're going to go travel to your best friend's wedding, you know, and you're going to meet this person there. And I feel, again, it's definitely something you're going to. It's very, very strong. It's something like an event, or you know, a place that you go, but it's very beautiful where it is. That's why I feel like a venue, or even something like a cruise ship or a hotel, you know, that kind of energy of that special, beautiful place, or even a guest house kind of vibe where you meet this person. And this is going to be where you're ending all of these negative relationships, all of these connections that just didn't go the way you wanted them to go, because literally it's showing the ending of these difficult situations. And from here, you've got this success coming in. You've got this partnership that is coming in with the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups here. And not even to forget the Lover's card. It's a beautiful reading, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to catch more content, I'm going to put another reading up here. You can even go check out the playlist and see other pick a card readings, or see which one resonates with you. There's a lot of different kinds. If you want to suggest one, even comment below. I'd love to do any pick a card reading for you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys the next time in one of my readings. Bye.